So we're back again, and with part two, and we're checking out Boyce Watkins' selected cast of black guys. Uh, the problem sometimes is that Mr. Boyce likes to get people who agree, get guys who agree with him. That's guys who are the women first mentality type of guys. The guys who are like anti male, and the guys who are men should come third mentality guys. You can't have a real discussion where other intellectuals can't get in with opposing views, because your audience is women who are women first thinkers. Let me just put it that way. And men who are man comes third thinkers. So when you're when you're dealing with that type of demographic, then you tend to pick guys who kind of roll with that mindset. But I have not seen this video. I've only seen bits and parts of it. So let me be open. I am only going by what Boyce has said and done in the past before he got engaged to his lady now. His conduct back then. The anti-male stuff that Boyce would say was so distasteful that I just couldn't participate in listening to him prior. So let's see what he has to say. It may be new. He may have some new awareness.
Kevin Samuels, who really threw some harsh words at a sister on the air the other day. He basically said that she, well, this is the headline. The headline is that you'll die alone and you're average at best. And of course, that just set the internet on fire. And now here's the thing, right? In order for us to really have an adequate conversation about this, I think it's very important to actually hear exactly how the conversation went down.
Applause, because back in the day, Boyce would not let you hear exactly what nobody said. Boy, applause to Boyce on his growth, because back in the day, Boyce would give you a narrative, an anti-male narrative. Now he's willing to let it be said what was actually said. And going to this whole thing about average, the woman considered herself a 5. This is the part that a lot of people tend to ignore, especially in these anti-male, anti-black male environments. She is the one who called herself a 5 before Kevin even said average at best.
And those of you on my Instagram is the real Boyce Watkins. I'm going to play the clip in a minute. You're going to hear the clip, but if you want to see it, go to drboycetv.com. If you go to drboycetv.com, you can actually see and hear it, and you can see the panelists and engage and things like that. But if you want to stay on Instagram, that's fine too. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up, share, and subscribe button and notification bell. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can be notified. We're building black media so that we can have black conversations in our community. So our first panelist has already arrived. His name is John F. Thomas. John is here. What's going on, man? How you doing today, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Now, before we talk about this whole situation with Kevin Samuels and this woman, and I mean, if his goal is to get attention, he's gotten it. Let me ask you this, just so people have a background on you. How old are you, and are you?
See, that was another unnecessary slight at Kevin. If his goal is to get attention, he got it. Why say that stuff? Why say that anti-male stuff? If a lady did the exact same thing, the history of Boyce, you would never hear Boyce try to push a negative narrative on on a woman just for having an opposing viewpoint. Why does Boyce do that? Why does he say anti-male stuff? Okay, I'm gonna be fair. Let me keep listening.
Single, married, in a relationship, or like super single, in a relationship, married, or what?
I am 33. I guess it's my Jesus year. So I am currently single. I guess super single because I'm just out here just focused working on all the different projects I'm working on and trying to elevate myself even higher than where I am financially and comfortably and all of that stuff. But that doesn't mean that I'm still searching. Like my options are open. So I just haven't found the right person that really matches well with me yet. So that's
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we got Black Jesus in the building. He said, Jesus here. Jesus down about 32, 33. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, glad to have you, Jesus. Actually, his name is John F. Thomas. That's his real name. It's going to be his nickname for today. So let me ask you guys in the audience, where are you right now in terms of state your age and also whether you're super single, meaning totally single, in a relationship, or married, single, relationship, or married. SRM, which one of those three categories do you fit in? And throw out your age, because I'd like to see, get an idea of your demographics and where you're at mentally. I will say, I'll also volunteer myself. I am 49 years old. I am in a relationship. I'm about to get married. And so we have a lot of interesting conversations about this. And I happen to be marrying a woman who is a relationship therapist. And of course, she had a lot to say about what went down with Kevin Samuels and this woman. And actually, I invited her. I said, look, if you want to come in and throw in your 2 cents, then come on in. And also, Ro El Cotano. I want to say it. She's gonna say her name properly because I don't want to say it wrong. But she's coming in, and she has a pretty strong set of views as well.
Now, Ro had something very popular long before Kevin even came around, called, she was with another gentleman, and the name of the book that they wrote called The Man Leads. Ro is an I mean, intellectually, Ro is superior to all of us as it relates to relationships. I haven't seen anybody better than Ro, male or female. Because she's fair across the board. She looks at things from the enemy's standpoint, and she looks at things from the standpoint of Cupid. Period. She's just well versed in how she delivers her information.
And we got some men and some women coming in. And really, the number one rule is freedom of speech and respect. Right, because this is such a volatile topic. I don't want anybody's feelings to be hurt, unless you're okay with that. And I don't want anybody fighting. Right, I don't like the gender wars. The gender wars really bother me. So if everybody could, if you agree with me, if you could type the word respect in the chat, I would appreciate that. Please type the word.
If gender wars bother Boyce, he has to stop saying anti-male stuff. Seriously, if gender wars bothers Boyce, he is the one that has to stop this anti-male rhetoric that comes out of his mouth. He says a lot of slick mouth stuff about men. Let me not say about men. When men are involved, okay? When men are involved, just like he did Kevin a moment ago, saying that if he's trying to get attention, then why try to push that narrative to your fans? Why even insert that? I'm gonna stop this video and then I'm gonna do the next part of it.